managing the perimeter. Next thing we'll go through here. All right, so again, now this is more of a gift. Okay, this is more of a pre-snap RPO game. All right, can I throw it out there and we get 6 yards? Okay, positive play for our football team. What are we looking at? How many blockers do I have in this case? All right, and then how many immediate threats do I have? If I throw it to this guy, does he have the ability to get 6 positive yards for our team? Okay, so here we are. We got duo on to the boundary. All right, feels like that second threat at that 7-8 yards depth. We're saying this guy can't make a play on our wide out on in space within 6 yards. Okay, so again, ensuring that we're clearing the line of scrimmage. All right, getting back, driving it on them. Strike point, very important here. So we give our playmakers in space the ability to catch and run. And these layups are things that we're practicing all the time. How accurate can I be with it? How quickly can I get it out of my hand? Because my strike point on this is going to dictate the wide receiver's yak. All right, so great strike point, great decision by the quarterback. Get it out there in space, and we got a touchdown by a simple throw and a layup, as we term it, for the quarterback. Okay, another look at it. I think we got duo onto the boundary here. Now it's just that one-step boundary receiver. Okay, feel like we got a lot of cushion there. Them spinning, rotating to the field, try to get an extra hat in the box and the run fit. Spit that thing out there. Playmakers in space. Make a guy miss, get a 6-yard gain. Again, EPA, right? Points per possession. Positive, efficient plays for our football program. All right, this all starts with the run. We had hit Iowa in this exact same play, formation, wide zone. Okay, what's their answer? They're going to add that extra hat in the box, play cover 0. Now here's our answer, a one-man bubble route. Okay, get that out there in space, guy. Again, my strike point dictates the yak. Make one guy miss, and we got a touchdown down there in the red zone when they want that extra hat in the box. Okay, and this was made famous by Aaron Rodgers. All right, exact same play, corner playing off and soft. Take one step, boom. All right, extremely accurate with the football, giving our guy the ability to make one guy miss, create an explosive play. Okay. All right, next thing here. All right, this is kind of your a gadget managing the perimeter. All right, we got a tight zone, but a tight zone where our O-line's not going to trigger to the second level. We got our tight end arc in here for the exchange defender. And now if they want to play with the press or cloud corner of the boundary, we call this a bling. I'm going to block them, I'm going to engage them, and I'm going to go. And there's the throw off of it. Okay, so that's against a cloud or press corner to the boundary. Obviously, if he runs with me, then the quarterback runs, packs it, keeps it himself. Okay, we shed him, we entice him enough to get into the run fit. Nobody left. All right, easy throw, easy completion. Obviously, have to be careful that offensive line isn't downfield. Right, same thing here, more off of the wide zone action. Okay, wide zone action, pull read. All right, clouded corner. Probably should have just blocked him here with him backing up that much, but good sell by the quarterback. Coming to run, keeping the ball seated. All right, creating triple option. There's your pitch all the way down the field. Easy throw, throwing it to wide open guys. All right, nakeds. Okay, so again, we're talking about those layups, marrying the run and pass game. All right, here's an example of it. It's that guy ghosting behind the line of scrimmage. All right, wide zone action sell. Okay, safety drop down to the boundary. Okay, 3-week coverage, nobody left to the field there. And again, look in regards to protecting the quarterback, nobody around them, easy throw, okay, to the Y. We're catching this thing and we're rolling. All right, another look at it here. Okay, now this is a very similar play, but instead of the ghost behind the line of scrimmage, here's the drag in front of the line of scrimmage. And again, key being setting this thing up with wide zone to start. Okay, setting this thing up with wide zone to start, dropping that thing off and going. Okay, here's the Lions doing the exact same thing. Again, really like this play whenever they're rotating to your two tight end set here. All right, got to come with depth from the quarterback. All right, nobody left in the flat on the weak side of the play. All right, Waggles now. So determine a waggle as faking. All right, run fake, run sell to the same side that you're booting out to. All right, so this is 3rd and 1 by the Lions here. Insert, okay, duo. All right, having a hat for that down safety down in there. All right, showing it. All right, showing he's inserting for him. Okay, but then he's on a high angle corner. Really good sell by this tight end. Inside out on the C-gap defender. Then he's going to shed him and just, boom, drop it right there. Little layup for the quarterback, and we're in business. Okay, another look at it here. Had a very similar presentation the week before on our duo scheme. All right, with the motion, pre-snap motion across the field. Showing hands there. Showing hands. He's going to block them. And then again, escaping into the flat when that guy has his run fit responsibilities. Okay, so good little waggle action, tying to the run game, creating layups for the quarterbacks. All right, layups. Now we present our dunks. Mirroring the run and pass game. So having actions off of our primary runs so that they add the 8th, okay, 7th, 8th hat into the box, and we're able to throw over the top of them. All right, and tying that to our run game. Feel like double moves off of that perimeter game, double move off of our movement passes, and then gadget passes as well. Okay, so action game. All right, so again, 13 personnel here. We were in 13 personnel to run the wide zone. Okay, now here we are, 13 personnel wide zone action, exact same thing. Okay, changing that launch point of the quarterback. So he's not just sitting back there and it's 7 and 9.5 yards right behind the center every play. All right, these guys have to fit the run. All right, transition from a run play to a pass play, giving us some extra time. And then most importantly, right, getting this safety in the run fit. Getting that safety in the run fit. He wants to go and fit downhill with his run fit responsibilities. We're throwing that thing over the top of his head. Easy ladder read for the quarterback, going high to low here. Low quarters, premier look for that post. Right? We hit on it, and we're out the gate against the quarters defense. Okay. Another look at that same protection. So we talked about protecting our protections with the screen. We talked about protecting our quarterback with his launch point. Now we're going to talk about protecting our routes. So we have that exact same presentation. All right, our X receiver making it look like he's going to that post route just like he did weeks before against Maryland. All right, exact same route stem, protecting the route. And now he's out, okay, on a deep out on the sideline. And again, we talk about dunks for the quarterbacks. All right, ability to push it downfield with guys running wide open. Ability to do that, but everyone says, oh, 7-on-7 doesn't translate, right? Doesn't translate across the board. Well, look at this throw, okay? No one within 8 yards of the quarterback. Do that by marrying the run and the pass, changing his launch point. All right, some great defensive linemen here on this screen, but they don't know where he's going to be. So having the ability to push that thing downfield with nobody around him, okay?